Good evening, my name is Saghera and my roll number is 2410994874. So right now I am discussing and negotiating my task 5.1c which I have made for the SIT 313 full stack development. So basically what this task wants us to build a new post page in while using the React, and in which the user can choose in the end, then the user can have two choices whether they want to create a question or an article. So based on their choices, the different components of their choice should be displayed. So the main goals which were I have practiced here and was in the used for the stars by the task sheet was to use React hooks, state management, and using the conditional rendering. So we have make this code modular, and so each component handles one job. Like you can see here, I have made new posts, CSS, question.js, slack.js, app.js. So starting from start, my from the main.js, like what I am importing strict mode from the React. Like what strict mode does that it does not change anything how the app will work, but for the user, it will highlights the potential issues in the development phase so we can fix it while programming. Second, I have created root from React DOM client, as you can see here. See here. Like I have uploaded this because so it can react to the HTML to the page in React 18. I was using React 19, but I have to degrade to React 18 because I want to use the semantic SCUI because it was not working with the React 19. So after that, I have imported index.css file, and then finally I have rendered the app component inside the strict mode. You can see here. So after that we will go to our app.jsx file. Like it is the important that it is very important file. Like it has two components, new post and selection, in which new post is just a simple header bar that says a new post, like you can see here, this one. And then I have the next component select.js. Like it is the main file, or we can say the main logic happens here. It lets the user pick between the two options, question or article. I have also imported semantic UI css.minimum tag, so which is a inbuilt library. Instead of writing a lot of CSS custom CSS code for our task, I have used semantic UI classes. So I will show you after in this. Then coming to our starting from start, new post CSS, new post JSX. So like it is a very a small code in which which why like it's just show React loves modularity, as even though it's just a header file, and but I have kept it a separate, but I have kept it in a separate file because this follows the principle of single responsibility. Like if in future I want to change or enhance the header, so I don't want to touch the whole code. I just use this new post bar and I can change there. After that I have came to this selection or just like it is the most important file of my code. At the top I have imported, I have used useState from the React. Like hooks like useState are the function which I have used to manage data inside the function component. Like, and here I have defined a piece of state from React which sets to be value with a piece of state called value with a default of question. So when the page loads, the question form will show first. So it just means like if I re-enter the page, it will just show the question. If I show the article and still re-enter, it shows still our question. So this is what I means from these lines. So after that I have here, this is just a simple command selected value, which is this selected value, and the question and the this value is what will the user choose. After that I have made two radio buttons. It has a radio type of button, so we can choose one, and I have given name option, and I have given, you can see here and here, I have given both the same name, so it will have the same name, so it will only one can picked at a time, not we can use both of them. Then I have given the value quotient, and then this thing, like it will check the property, means if the selected value state equals to quotient, or whatever the user changes it, if the onChange handle updates our state with the stat value. So just we have repeated the same for the our article function. All the things are same. This is just a label, so user can see what he is selecting. Like here it is written question, and here is for article. Just a label tag. So here the we are using the conditional rendering, like it will just check the condition and will render that component. Like if the value is quotient, then render the quotient component, if otherwise it will render the article section component. It's just like if we can also use here if else statement for simplicity. So after that we came to quotient.csx. Like this is just a simple plain HTML CSS in which I have given class name, quotient, feedback. This uses the simple HTML tags, inputs and all. You can see here this is for the quotient tags, and for the same this is my CSS file. For the question we have again margins, padding, height, for all the things, and the classes which I have used in the JSX file. Then we come to our article.jsx. Like here what I have used the new concept in which I have used the semantic UI CSS. Like instead of making a separate CSS file, I have used the semantic UI CSS, so I don't have to write all the codes. I have used both the concept in my task, so I can show that I learn that I have know all both the type of things how they work. So this is just my UI, and these are the inbuilt functions. UI segment, UI header, like this is thing, and these are the functions which have inbuilt properties like margin, color, padding, and all the things in the center. They are already set. So if we want to change anything, like if I say I want to change UI primary color, the primary color of the post button in our article is light blue, but we want it to be red, so just we can here type red, so it will just happen to the red. This is the post button, it will not do anything, it's just for the wireframe diagram. It will not save anything else. So here we will put this again primary. So if we want to add, like if I want to add anything, I want to add this text to be more font, so I can use the inline CSS or can make the other CSS file for this. So this was the simple task which I have made. These are my files which I have made under the pages folder, and this is under the src source one. So here you can see there is little bit difference between my quotient and article section, as like in article section I have used the semantic UI, and in the quotient I have made a separate CSS file. So here you can type anything, front end, describe your problems, like you can add anything, and just post anything, doesn't do anything. And for the same we have used for the article section. So this